Mr. Rocksteady can move. Along with Jamaica's singing sensation Ghost. It's a tribute to All Mother on Sunday, May 14th, Mother's Day. It's a Mother's Day dinner and concert at Club Eclipse, 247 Fabian Place in Newark. It's a Mother's Day dinner and concert starring Jamaica's living legend Ken Moose and Jamaica's singing sensation Ghost. Also performing Jeffrey Smith and New Jersey's own Patrick Irie with MCs Greg and Lady D. Music by Unity Music, DJ Printo, DJ Jason, DJ Earl. Served from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. Showtime is at 8 p.m. sharp. Early bird tickets are available now for $40 in Somerset at the Island Breeze Restaurant, in Teaneck at A Taste of Island Spice, in Newark at Tastings Restaurant, in Patterson at LNA Restaurant, and Golden Crust, in Orange at Unisex America, in East Orange at Tropical Flavors, and People's Choice Restaurant, and Michelle Restaurants in Irvington. Don't miss a Mother's Day dinner and concert Sunday, May 14th, Mother's Day, starring Jamaica's living legend Mr. Rocksteady Ken Moose.
The biggest outdoor water party to hit New Jersey, H2O, and Soca, formerly known as PCW. Go to H2ONJ.eventbrite.com. H2O.
Looking for trustworthy tax professionals? Give Impact Corp a call. We will assist you with all your tax needs. We are a team of CPAs and IRS enrolled agents. If you are audited, our audit protection team will represent you at no out-of-pocket costs. We provide 3 years audit protection and a year identity theft protection, so you can have peace of mind without fear of audit. Call our team of tax experts today, 973-395-4401.
Yo, this is Splash Radio and the #1 radio station in New Jersey. What of them?
Splash Radio 94.3. Ready. Dance hall. Soca. Hip hop and R&B. African. Disco. Dawson.
Just turning. Yeah. All right.
Large upload boy, Mr. Lover. Sherri, yo, the best station on the planet.
Splash Radio 94.3, New Jersey.
Well, I don't know, so Mr. J represent for 94.3 FM Splash Radio. We don't splash out the music on them.
Why? What happened to my headsets? Why did it go down? No, I got it. Right?
Ahem. Your attention, please. This is no ordinary show. Covering news and information for Essex County, New Jersey, and beyond. This is the Eric Dawson Radio Show. Broadcasting from 94.3 Splash Radio. Now, here's your host, giving it to you like only he can. It's Eric Dawson.
Hey, this is Eric Dawson. This is the Eric Dawson Radio Show, 94.3 FM. The sound is all 94.3 FM. Call-in number 973-457-8000. Again, it's 973-457-8000. If you're listening through your mobile device, it's 213-493-0287. 213-493-0287. And as always, you can check me out. I'm streaming live on Facebook. And I'm on from 10 to 12 every day. So listen, we got a couple things going on. Got a couple guests that are going to be in the studio today, and we're going to have interesting conversation. But before I get started with my guest studio today. So before I get started with my guests, what I want to do is I want to recap yesterday. I'd be remiss if I did not talk a little bit about yesterday. And I know it's Health and Wellness Wednesday, and I got to tell you, I gave some thought to it, and folks who have come on board to help, partner the engineering of the show and the format of the show, and a lot of the people who listen to the show actually inbox me and they say, Eric, listen, with all the dynamic things that are going on, we'd like you to be current on the information. So we're still working out the format, but we will have Chef Jesse on today because that's what we do right now. We have every first Wednesday is Ask Chef Jesse, and he's going to talk about barbecuing, going to talk about smoking, going to talk about folks getting ready for the the holiday season as we approach Memorial Day. And in the summertime too, right? Outdoor cooking, those kinds of things. We're going to have Sherri Sinclair on, and she's going to talk about spirituality issues, right? That's all part of the health and wellness stuff. And then we have another guest, Bill, who's going to come talk about an array of topics. So it should be a pretty interesting show. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk first about the catastrophe of last night in Newark. The reorganization, the absolute debacle, the fact that, and I'm looking at some of the leaders are starting to creep out of the darkness, and they're starting to grow backbones, and they're starting to talk about, what transpired. But here's the truth. I would say to you guys that local control will not be coming back to Newark. That's my prediction. I think that those folks who are sane, who are down in Trenton, realize that Newarkers are not ready for local control. There's no way that we can be ready for local control when we're prepared to take a guy like Marquise Lewis and put him as president of $1 billion institution. There's no way that we could be serious about educating our children. I got to tell you this too. I am frustrated. I am disappointed. I am hurt. I am befuddled, right? At the array of things that are going on in the community. Everything from folks who are defending mediocrity to people who are in power, who have resources to be able to help, and they're watching folks drown. It kind of reminds me of the Titanic, if you saw the movie, where they had these boats and the boats wouldn't come back and rescue the people who are drowning in the ocean. So that to me, those are the people who have financial resources and other resources in the community, have intellectual resources that they could bring to bear on this situation, but they would rather, for their own selfish gain, allow people to drown. And that's what happened last night. We saw the Titanic hit yet another iceberg, and that was at the reorganization meeting. I couldn't be. I'm fine. I couldn't be more disappointed in what occurred, and for you guys who haven't seen it, what I will tell you though is this: I am encouraged always by any parent, any one or two parents who get involved in the process. And so, Natasha, I want to. What happened, Natasha? I want to give you a big shout out for what you did in going down to the Board of Education and broadcasting it on Facebook Live. As of this morning, it had close to 1,200 views, and I would dare say that those 1,200 views are more views than people who typically go to a board meeting. And so when I say I'm befuddled, right? So one of the things that I'm befuddled about is the fact that the board knows this, and we talk about this. All of the folks who are elected officials and selected leaders in our community, they all know that if they did what you did yesterday as a parent who decided, and a community person who decided that you weren't going to ask permission to show up there and broadcast it to make sure that your neighbors and friends got to see what was going on, that if they took their vast resources and did exactly what you did, they could engage the community. So we have to begin to ask ourselves about the hypocrisy that is on display on a daily basis, where they do everything they can not to engage the community. But you did that yesterday, and people tuned in and listened. And what I want to also say is I'm not going to call any names, but you all know who you are in the post that I've been putting up about Marquise Lewis. When you come in there and defend that, I want to let you know what it does. It diminishes your value. It diminishes your brand. It diminishes you as somebody who say that you're an intellectual person who wants to have a serious debate about how to solve these issues that are facing our young people in our community. When you sit and you celebrate mediocrity, you know what that was yesterday? It was like somebody getting a D- on their report card and you celebrating it. That's what Newark got. They got a D- in voting for Marquise Lewis. But I guess that's the only guy that the mayor felt comfortable with being able to just roll over and have him do his bidding. And so that should concern residents as well, that you now don't have an independent thinker as the president of the Board of Education. I can't even, I got to tell you, I can't even utter those two words, like president of the Board of Education and Marquise Lewis. I said to somebody in a thread yesterday, said, give him a chance. I said, the interesting thing about me growing up in the city of Newark is that when I was in elementary school, going into high school, my dad sat on the Board of Education. And my dad was the president of the Board of Education. My father also sat on President Jimmy Carter's Education Council. So I got to see day in and day out a guy who was really working hard to learn and to understand and to grow in that space and to bring everything he can, resources from everywhere, from all corners of this country, to bear on trying to resolve some of the issues facing the city of Newark. And so when I look at him, and I say, well, that's who my dad was when he served as president of the Board of Education. That was the seriousness with which he took that position. And I look at a guy like Marquise Lewis, I can't make the comparison. I can't say that. I mean, it's hard for me to understand how Newark would say that guy, that Carl Sharif, had this intellect and had this passion and not just a passion, right, but an intellect, an understanding, a desire, that he was continuously growing and developing in a space around educating the Newarkers, educating students, and improving the community. And then you take a guy like Marquise Lewis, who in the last election, I literally had to shame him to go and better himself, because sitting on the Board of Education, he should have been receiving certifications that he didn't. And it wasn't until I made it public that he didn't, did he then go and get it done. And I'm grateful that he did do it, but he didn't have the impetus to do it because he thought that professional development would help him become a better board member. He did it because he was shamed into doing it, and he thought that it might stymie his political growth. Not that it was better for the kids, but that it was better for him to do it. And there lies the problem, guys. When the motivation is about him and not about the community, then we have an imbalance and we have a problem. But I'm looking at all of the other people who are just sitting on their hands and sitting quietly, and I sent a text message out. I like to consider him a friend. I worked on his campaign, Shavar Jeffries, and I asked him, I said, when are we going to get resources? Where are we going to get those boats that help save these drowning people in the community? Ryan Hill, Ben Cope, all of these people who have these resources. When are you going to look? You can't tell me, guys, that you're looking down at 2 Cedar Street and you're proud of what your money bought. You can't tell me that you're proud of what your money bought, that you really believe that you worked to advocate and empower and engage parents for the betterment of their children. You can't look at what happened last night and say that that was the case. So I ask you, what are you going to do now? Now, regarding, and I got to say this, last night I got a text message, and I hope he's looking, and I hope he calls in. Reggie Bledsoe texted me around 11:30 last night, threatening me with legal action because I called him out on the fact that he doesn't have a college degree. The hubris in that he believed that I shouldn't call him out, that residents should not demand that he proof up. He said he had a degree. It's on a website in his bio, and then he mentioned it at a debate. But then when I'm calling him out on it, he says to me, well, I'm going to have my lawyer call you because you're defaming my character. Are you out of your mind? But these are the politicians that you guys in Newark are training. This is how you're training them to behave. This is the culture that we continue to talk about exists in the city of Newark. That they just believe that they can say and or do anything. And then they can text you at 11 o'clock at night. Or in the case of Raz Baraka, when he ran against Shavar Jeffries, show up at your house unannounced. That is the culture, guys. But you know what I said to Reggie? Reggie knows. I said, don't have your lawyer call me. Have your lawyer call my lawyer. And we can deal with that. But I'm not backing down. You don't have a degree. And you know you don't have a degree. But here's the question, guys, right? Because not only... So we say that Reggie was a liar, that he lied then, but he's lying now, and he's lying every day that he doesn't tell you that he doesn't have a degree. Reggie was a fraud then, and he's living a fraudulent life now. Every single day he doesn't tell you that he has a degree. So Reggie, here's the thing that you should do. As somebody who says that you are a leader in the community, somebody who you want children to look up to, you need to fess up. You need to stand before the people, and you need to say, you know what? I lied. I don't have an excuse for lying. I lied. And all I can hope is that you guys would forgive me. And over the next 3 years, I will be working as hard as I can to earn your trust back. Now, I gave you that one free, Reggie, but one of your consultants or somebody in the administration should be telling you that that's exactly what you should be doing. Because every day you don't do it, you're living a lie. And every day that Newarkers, that elected and selected leaders tolerate it, you're complicit in the lie. So now all we have are a bunch of liars. Now, I apologize to Ariana Perillo. I put a picture up on Facebook yesterday. And I took it down. I could have left it up, but I took it down. And I had a conversation with her, told her I would take it down. But here's the question that I have. You are a leader, or you propose to be a leader in the community. And if I'm not mistaken, you at one point were a chairwoman of the Board of Education, right? You said that you cared about these kids. Why are you afraid of stepping out and talking about what an abomination that was? Why were you embarrassed to have that picture up there? Because it said everything. Unless you agree that he is qualified and should be serving as a chairperson. Then why would you want to step down? See, this is the issue that I have, guys. These guys, they say that they're for the community, but they're more with the political side because they're afraid of the repercussions on the political side. They're scared to stand with the community. So it always looks like they're with you, but they never really are. They're with you to the degree that it serves them politically, but they're never with you. None of them are ever willing to put it all on the line for you. You name one of them that has done that. They all have a toe over here on the political side. But I'm going to be calling all of you out on this because this is just an embarrassment. And for every single one of you that tries to insult my intelligence and tries to suggest to any intelligent person in the city of Newark that what occurred yesterday made sense to them, that was in their best interest, I intend to call you out on it. Because you can't hide behind that. There's nowhere for you to hide behind that absolute nonsense. So my intention is to call you out 100% on it. So Marquise Lewis, I plan to be or have somebody at every single board meeting paying attention to everything you do. And I look, and do I pray for his failure? No, because his failure means everybody's failure. But I'd be naive to believe that he is going to be anything other than he has been. And look, and I'm going to tell you this, and this is what I believe. Prove me wrong. Come in here, Marquise, get a book. Get a book, right? Not one that you recite, but get a book, and I want you to come live on the show and read. Because I'm saying that you don't read above a 6th grade reading level. So prove me wrong. See, I'm telling Reggie, come prove me wrong. Bring the degree on the show, and then you make me a liar. Marquise Lewis, bring a book. Not a 3rd grade book. not a 5th grade book. Bring a book and read it here. And let's see if I'm right or you're right in terms of what grade level you read on. See, it's time to call it what it is. And for all of you guys who enjoy the rants and the things like that, I don't do it to get ratings. I don't do it to get more people to look at the show. I do it to try to wake you up. Because I know. I've seen the guy read. I've listened to him read. He cannot read. You have more 6th graders and above in the city of Newark who read better than their board chairman right now. That's a damn shame. And you all need to be embarrassed. But there are no protests, there are no marches, there are no anything. But what you have on this side is you have the protectors of mediocrity. And all of them stand to benefit. So while they sit there and tell you that they give a damn about these kids, that they give a damn about this community, they don't. They care about themselves. They care about their loved ones who have jobs. They care about those paychecks. So let's be clear. Let's be honest. Let's step on the side of the line that you really are on. And then let's shoot a fair one. But right now, what you're doing is you are just perpetuating a continual lie. Hey, Sharon.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh yeah, guys. Today is my birthday.
What is that?
What is it?
Have
I don't know.
What is that? Have you seen something like that before?
What is this, Sharon?
Cake.
So Sharon brought me some Dominican cake for my birthday. Thank you.
Some black coffee, no sugar, because you don't tell me how you like your coffee.
Some black coffee and some Dominican cake.
I'll give you some sugar though. Do you want some sugar, like some?
No.
My sugar?
No. This is
stevia.
No. This is going to be fun.
All right, no fork for you.
No fork for you. So I'm going to eat it with my hand.
I'm
going to eat it. I'm going to eat it with my hands in front of all these people.
Well, we eat our hands. If there's no forks, you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, I'm not going to do that. But thank you for the birthday cake and for the coffee, and for all of you guys who've called during the course of the day. Thank you for the birthday wishes. But look, I would love to be able to celebrate. I'd love to be able to take the time off and do that. But there's work to be done in the community.
That is right.
Today is my birthday, man.
Today is his birthday.
Oh, look, I got
happy birthday. Obi jumping up and down. My niece Leah sends you happy birthday.
I got Obi jumping up and down, man. Yeah.
My princess Leah. You know what my baby Leah wants to tell you?
What?
Okay, so I showed her. I told her, Titi's gonna be on the radio, and she's like, really? I was like, yeah, but we gotta give him pow pow. I'm like, why? And she's like, why, Titi? I'm like, well, Titi's trying to work and trying to give him his birthday cake, and and you want to come to work with me, right? She's like, yeah, but Daddy hasn't given me my car seat. Did you ask Daddy for the car seat? No. Okay, Mommy. We're gonna go to the library, big bucks, right? You want to come to Titi's office, right? Yes, I wanna work with you, Titi. I'm like, okay. We're gonna send it's Eric's birthday, and she's like, happy birthday, Eric. I'm like, okay, we're gonna send him a gift, okay? She wanted to send you. She's like, we want some Dominican cake with a candle and some coffee from Grandma's house. I'm like, okay, we're gonna help Eric, right? And she helps me. She's the only one I trust with this cell phone, believe it or not.
Now, how old is she?
She just turned 3.
Oh, wow.
On March 31st,
Look at that.
2007.
Well, you make sure, send me a selfie of her, all right?
One of her selfies?
Yeah, one of her selfies, and I'll put it up on my page. And make sure you tell her that I was very grateful for the gift.
But you want to talk about, this is the pow pow, though. You want to know what she's pow pow. This is what it is. Titi Sharon's going to give Eric pow pow. You ready, Leah?
Uh-oh.
Is everybody ready for it? What my
Am I gonna turn this camera off? What's getting ready to happen?
Okay. What time do you have it? Because we all gotta go. It's 10:25.
It's 10:25.
Okay. The pow pow of the day is. Look at what I got in the mail. Read that. What does it say?
Living the Dream, the PhD project. The PhD project, a new generation of minority business school professors. Oh. Okay, so this is who?
This is KPMG Foundation.
Okay.
They are diversifying the academic system, right?
Right.
You read that slogan, New School Business.
Right.
Is it School of Business? What kind of school is this? Because I don't know where I'm going to apply to do my PhD. We've been doing data collection. All this work we've done.
Right.
In the community. And they asked me for research. I'm like, I want to help you. I do. I really do. have you talked to so-and-so about this? Because I just can't go to Victoria Foundation. I go to Irene and say, this project needs, and she'll say to me, well, we need collective impact. At this point, it's collective impact. But, so, Newark Arts Council, right, when I was there with Jeremy Johnson, remember that? Okay. So, some of the money that's coming down the pipeline is just invite only. I'm like, I want in. Come on, I got some solution. I want in. Oh, no, it's by invitation only. I'm like, why? I can do the work. Right?
Right.
I'm like, it's okay. Listen, just invite me in. I just want to be at the party. Let's just talk about this.
Well, we're gonna track you, and we're gonna see how this whole thing goes.
So, I wanted you to introduce our guests for today, our guest speaker.
Nope, I'm gonna let you do that.
Yeah, okay, you want me to do it?
And we need to bring another chair in, right?
Well, you let me know how you.
Well, what I'm going to do is we're going to take a break.
All right, let's take a
commercial break, and we're going to get another chair in, and I'm going to continue my conversation because you guys need to really understand what's going on, and I'm going to help you guys identify all of these people who are supporting and promoting mediocrity, all of these people who are defending these folks who are up to no good in our community, and we need to identify them quickly. We need to remove them. We need to galvanize. We need to circle the wagons.
Weapons of destruction.
We need to circle the wagons.
Yes, we do.
And we need to get to the business of taking back our community. Right? That's what we need to do. We can't continue to tolerate this, guys. I'm telling you, passivity is not going to win the day. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
You're listening to the Eric Dawson Radio Show on 94.3 FM.
Looking for trustworthy tax professionals? Give MPAC Corp a call. We will assist you with all your tax needs. We are a team of CPAs and IRS enrolled agents. If you are audited, our audit protection team will represent you at no out-of-pocket costs. We provide 3 years audit protection and a year identity theft protection, so you can have peace of mind without fear of audit. Call our team of tax experts today, 973-395-4401.
After you leave.
You're listening to the Eric Dawson Radio Show on 94.3 FM.
Hey, so this is Eric Dawson, and this is the Eric Dawson Radio Show, 94.3 FM. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring Sherri Sinclair on because we're talking Health and Wellness Wednesday. So come on, Sherri. Gotta go. We're live. We're on
Happy
air.
birthday,
There we go.
young man.
Young man. Yeah, I'm gonna get some Grecian formula and try to deal with some of this gray. So the topics that you're gonna be talking about today, right? And I'm gonna step off for a second and let you talk about it. We're gonna bring in Chef Jesse. And you guys are gonna chop it up about not only some of the issues that and I posted one of them on my page actually, right? Here, you come stand right behind me, Chef Jesse, because you're gonna take my seat, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna let you guys chop it up for a second while I go eat my Dominican cake. But we're live. So one of the things that I want to make sure that we are, or I want to discuss, that you gave me, had to do with stress.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let you talk a little bit about that. Chop it up with Chef Jesse, and then we're going to invite Bill on. And you guys are gonna chop it up with Bill about. We're gonna chop it up with Bill about about some political stuff. Okay. Right. So talk to folks. Well, introduce yourself again because it's been a long time since you've been here, and then I want you to just get right into your topic about stress.
Yeah. Hey everybody. Thank you for having me here. Brother Eric Dawson, oh my God, it's his birthday. Do we do the birthday song?
No, you can't do it.
No, we can't. We can?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah. Hey, y'all know I had a little singing in me, huh? Congratulations, and I wish you many, many more, brother. Oh, hey everybody, Sherri Sinclair and Chef Jesse here at the Eric Dawson Show today. We're going to have a good time. Eric wanted me to just jump right into stress, just to let you know that I am a former stand-up comedian, which I do not get on the stage anymore right now because I'm walking a different way. Okay. But I am practicing light working, which means I am able to help people along their way and provide them information spiritually. Right. And also I'm a wellness advocate and a humanitarian, because that's what we need today, Chef.
Yeah,
today,
we do.
More human contact, more love.
More love.
More love.
That vibe.
What's going on? Where did it go?
I don't know.
Where did it go? I mean, it's causing so much stress around for everybody. Stress and coping mechanisms for children and parents and people, animals. It's affecting everybody.
Yeah, it's affecting everybody. But like you said, it's great. That's why I get back with the kids, because it's a little bit more simpler with the kids, you know, because you get the adults, it's a little tough. But the kids, you can really, get your point across. Like I get them in the kitchen and we cook and you'll start all over again, basically.
What's your favorite meal to cook with the kids?
Oh man, I cook so much stuff, but I like to do simple things like homemade pizza, cookies, making some soup, stews. Keep teaching them the basics. Chicken soup.
Do you do healthy style pizza?
Very, very healthy. Look at me, I'm losing weight.
I noticed that, Chef.
Very, very healthy.
Today's my first time meeting Chef Jesse, and I'm honored to be in his presence.
Oh, thank you.
But I did see you on Eric's show. I think maybe last year was your first time on.
Yeah, last year was a guest, and then I came on.
And I ain't gonna lie, Chef. I looked and I was like, ooh, he kind of chubby.
No, absolutely. I was a little fat.
Oh, you used the F word?
Yeah, but they said never trust a skinny cook. You heard that, right?
Right, that's right.
But I wanted to be at least look healthy,
Yeah, you do. So what do you do? What have you done?
I juice a little bit. I eat a lot of fish, vegetables. I walk and I do a lot of roasted, vegetables and sweet potatoes and things like that.
I don't see that you have a Fitbit on. How much walking do you do? All right, that's what I'm talking about, Sister Sharon.
My heart rate.
Got her Fitbit on.
Yeah, Sharon got it going on. Sherri, it's Eric's birthday, but Sharon only brought one piece of cake.
And she knew we was going to be on the show.
I was on a diet.
Mm-hmm. She knew we was going to be on the show.
It's about Eric, we know. No cake for us. Unless the other half's in the car. No.
The other pieces in the car.
Unless you can make a call or maybe have it delivered. No.
Or unless you ate it on the way. Yeah.
Well, so not to step on Sherri's toes, but everybody knows it's Eric Dawson's birthday, and we're filling in for him. So wish us luck. God bless us. We have a comedian and a chef. You heard that before, right?
Yeah.
When Steve or Kevin Hart said, to go to Trump as a comedian and basketball player, and now you add a chef.
Yeah, that is something.
Hopefully we could. Fill up Eric's shoes, because he's a heavy brother. I fear heavy brothers when they really got knowledge and stuff. I'm scared to talk. You know what I mean? 'Cause, you gotta have your game. Right. You gotta have your game right when you open your mouth. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because people, I take that back, because people just be saying stuff and don't really know what they're talking about. But to really know what you're talking about and educate and knowledge, that's what I'm about now. Just relearning, reteaching myself, relearning about people in history.
Yeah, well, do we want the people to chime in? If you want to chime in, if you want to call in, are they able to call in, Sharon?
It's an Eric birthday today. Do we get that?
Yeah, are they able to call in and chime in and help us out with some of the subjects or some of the responses that they want to give? They call in on air phone as 973-457-8000, or the Splash Mobile is 213-493-0287.
Wow, yeah. Well, and it's Ask Chef Jesse too, so we never get a chance to have people call in when I'm on my regular monthly, because it'd be a tight topic. So if anybody have any, I don't know when I'll get my cue, but what me and Eric was going to talk about was Memorial Day. Like what's your barbecue? What's going on? And
when is Memorial Day?
Well, this year is the 29th. Okay. And if people have any barbecue tips or what you want to do, or some memories, feel free to call in if we have time. We'll take some calls.
Wait a minute, you want to talk about, forget Memorial Day. What's up first? Mother's Day, right? Mother's Day is just around the corner.
Well,
now, what kind of menu would you prepare for Mother's Day?
Well, mom is special, but a lot of people go out. Do people still cook at home for Mother's Day?
People still go to Sizzlers and Red Lobsters and
grandma's. My mom, they still stay in the line.
Oh
my! It's my birthday. It's May 13th.
Wow.
Mother's Day weekend.
Wow.
3-day blowout global.
Well, Sherri, you're the organizer, but why you not
the organizer?
You're the
organizer.
Yeah, but why you not? You should be here.
I should.
Yeah.
Should be.
I'm just a fat man.
Wow. No, you're not. Don't use the F word, because you look good to me, Sherri. I'm not seeing no ring on your
that's right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get. I got the man boobs coming down, so that's good. You know what I mean? As soon as you get fat, you get the man boobs. You know what I mean? So they toning down. Yeah, I'm toning down, getting fit. I want to live a little longer. I'm a faith rider. Every morning I get up, I say, faith riders, let's get it. And I say, pow, and I say, dream big and never give up. So I say, I can't be unhealthy and die before I get what I want. But you know what? It's funny. This morning when I woke up, it's like, I'm already blessed with what I think I got, and now I'm just riding that wave of happiness, to be truly happy, because people, kind of fake the funk a little bit, and they're not really happy. And I'm happy. You know what I mean? I don't have everything. I thought that I need this, I need that, but you know what? If you truly happy, seriously,
well, that's the
rest
thing.
is history.
Yeah, we're living in a world where we're consumed by the world.
Yeah.
What the world says we're supposed to have, or what the world says how we're supposed to be.
Right.
And when you come into yourself, you realize that a lot of that is not even important.
Right.
All the efforts that you put forth with clothes and things in your house and stuff like that. I actually do estate sales. I go to estate sales with my mom sometimes, and it's people 90% of the time who have who have died.
Right.
And boy, those houses be cluttered with just stuff.
Right.
And just a couple of weeks ago, I was in a house up in South Orange, and I could feel the presence of the person who passed over. Like, I went in and I actually asked the host, was the people who lived here African American, because I felt the presence of a strong black man in the house.
Right.
And people was going in his stuff. And I felt like he was angry.
Wow.
Like I felt his spirit. Like why y'all going through my albums and my books and my stuff?
Right.
But the moral of the story is, he's where he is, and his stuff is still here.
Right.
So all that time and effort that you put forth in life, cherishing and valuing and not letting people touch and see, it don't go with you in that box.
Right. No, you're right.
That dirt blanket over your face. Your stuff is still here.
Yeah.
So for me now, you focused on losing weight.
Yeah.
For me, I'm practicing and walking in the way of simplicity in life.
Yeah.
I want to keep it simple all the way.
Right.
Simple as far as I just gave away 20 bags of clothes to the Salvation Army.
Oh, bro, that's awesome.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know if this makes sense to anybody out there, but the reason why I gave them away, because in my closet was nothing but stuff. All different colors and dresses and things that I used to wear. It used to be, I say some of the outfits was how I used to walk. I no longer wear 6-inch heels and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just stuff cluttered,
Right.
you know?
Right, yeah.
And it was actually keeping me confused. I go in my closet, I never know what to wear.
Right.
So I got rid of all that stuff.
Right.
And I narrowed myself down. You all ready for this? So just 10 outfits.
Okay.
Got rid of all the colors, and I only wear black or white.
Okay.
We talking
Go
simple.
ahead with your bad self.
So when I go in my closet,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in heaven, actually, because it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's calm.
Right.
It brought a peace into my closet.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to start bringing peace and happiness into your life, start out with something simple like that, your closet.
Yeah, I did that too. I threw my big pants out.
And that
I don't have big pants anymore.
That was taking up a lot of space in your closet.
Now I'm getting little pants.
Oh, wow. You feeling that, Sister Sherri? I mean, really, when I tell people that you go into my closet and you see nothing but white shirts and blouses and dresses and things like that, or a category of black.
Yeah.
You feel like a calmness, a shade, just black, no grays or anything, because those colors and all those things were just things and stuff that I was walking in the way that the world, said for me to walk, and now I'm walking in peace.
Yeah.
I'm walking. I've found my peace.
In your uniform.
In my uniform.
Wow,
and it's real easy too, because I can wear the same thing for 3 days and nobody will know.
Oh, that's
Ain't nobody paying attention. Unless I, something starts smelling a little bit.
Feel like you making me feel like a song coming on. I feel like going.
I love it. So that's the interim for stress.
Yeah.
So that's one of the tips that I would, offer to people these days is if you're looking for peace, because I believe that people are looking for peace outside of themselves.
Yeah.
They're looking for peace in the world.
Right.
And as you can see, we don't have no peace, do we? Everything is in uproar.
Yeah, everything is a little crazy. And with me, with my experience, as a chef, 30 years, I was very loyal to a lot of people, a lot of chefs. And what happens is they cheer you up and they spit you out. And then what happens is you have to pick yourself up. So anybody out there listening, you have any issues like that, you've been loyal. It's okay to be loyal, but it's a time where you got to think about yourself, And and I started to think about myself, and I feel great because like they left me high and dry. Like, oh, chef, what I'm doing? I've been running with you, so you done bailed, you left me, and now I got to mend for myself. So prepare yourself to say, well, how you gonna get your scapegoat? You know what I mean? So I had to escape and do my own thing. So now I don't need no validation or somebody to introduce me. I'm Chef Jesse. I come through. You know what I mean? With my food. That's my personality. People know that I'm going to cook good food for you. I love what I do, and I want you to be happy when you eat. And, I get down.
So when you're stressing, what do? You go to the kitchen, like in your
I used to. When I stress, I used to eat.
Yeah, outside of cooking for people, when you're stressing at home or you're feeling a certain way about something, because sometimes we get overwhelmed and we don't know how to. Like some people turn to alcohol, and drugs, and music, and sex, and all the negative things.
Well, that's another chef story. The chef's right rule. Yeah.
And sometimes the eating could be negative too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because we're looking for that peace and that happiness. So when you go to the kitchen, what's the first thing you grab in your kitchen?
Well, you talking about unhealthy wise, like when you're stressing.
When you feel in a certain way.
I start getting the funny bones and the Lay's potato chips, and and I just go crazy. I just can't stop. And I was just constantly eating, and one time I was on Pix 11 on TV. And I got to look at, they show it, and I was like, I look terrible. So I was like, I gotta slim down. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
But when you're out on faith, like I said, like I am, and you try to make it happen, you're doing the right things, you're helping people. I do a lot of charity, and things don't really come your way. But I realized my grandmother passed 3 years ago, and not to bore anybody out, but everything that she said to me. When I was growing up until she passed, it's starting to kind of resonate in my mind now. What she's saying, and everything just makes sense. You got to wait on the Lord. You got to be patient, and you just got to keep doing what you do. Be a good guy. You're a great man. You like to help people, and that's what I do now. Just be patient.
I love it.
All right, so
time check.
We time check. It's 10:44.
One more minute before.
All right, one more minute as we introduce our guests.
We would like to. Let's go into a quick break if you're ready. You want to?
Okay.
Do let me know when you're ready to transition in this next minute.
Okay. So what's happening with the?
I would like to introduce my guest as we're partially, going into this discussion.
Okay.
But we're limited in space and time. I have to leave. That I have to go. I have to take my mother. So let's. Transition, I guess. You let me know when I can talk on the mic.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. So then we're getting up and moving, and then your guest. Okay, excellent.
Okay.
So we got one more minute. So just so everyone knows that's listening, this is all new for each and every one of us sitting in this room tonight and today.
And just today.
Just
so we
today.
get to cut up just today. Erica beat us, get it.
Eric actually just threw us into the what did he throw us into the fire?
Just for his birthday.
That's what.
Just for his birthday.
He can get away with it.
He can get away with it.
It's his birthday,
Okay, so we're going to take a break
we'll take a break.
And then when we come back, we're going to talk about food allergies and allergies that's happening with people today and stress, and give some tips on how we can cope with stress and some things that are in our kitchen so that we can fight these allergies. Because it's allergy season.
And it's inflammation season.
And inflammation, and people just don't know that. We got stuff right there in the kitchen to bring down that inflammation.
Oh, absolutely.
You know about it, Chef?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, thank you.
What kind of a sunbreak is that?
Splash Radio 94.3. Reggae.
I know, you could just
Dance hall. Soca. Hip hop and R&B. African.
Share their commentary. I'm only here to
Disco.
And then
Oldies but goodies.
Hi, this is Janet Jackson.
We're bridging the gap. Seriously. Splash Radio 94.3 New Jersey.
So I'm a resource developer.
Oliver Samuels here,
reporting
and I just want to
faith-based
invite you
humans.
to
So if
come
I'm going to leave it
to the
essential
Profile Awards Sunday, June 18, 2017 at the Bailey Hall, right up there in Fort Lauderdale. Guess what?
You're okay now? You're done?
I don't know where I'm stepping out. We're all going to continue the conversation. It's just that my guest I need you to I need you to let me just stand here. Right, okay. We're in church. Okay. It's my turn. Okay. I want you to be my witness. Okay. I got witnessing for church.
No, never be the recipient.
Alrighty.
I'm taking it to another level.
Sing it, representing the color heritage. Represent the heritage. Marcus Garvey family. Color heritage family. Fashion with culture. Bobo Shanti. But to remember, it's important to represent the culture. Color heritage. And guess what, Winston? Representing from all the Caribbean. Listen up. The blood of African kings run up in our vein. Here, color heritage, rebellious offspring. Winston got a warrior spirit inside. From that time, we can't tame. And this a warrior spirit inside. It come from Rekerbe, Shackle and Chain. Hey man, a Shaka Zulu, Big Ne, and Kuma. Picnic, Kunta Kinte, picnic. I tell a color heritage, I'm my family. The voice of Taurus, try and to remember, rep your culture, a color heritage. I do it in the latest fashion, as I will tell it to you.
Stand by, guys.
Come and sit next to me.
Splash Radio 94.3. Reggae. Dance hall. Soca. Hip hop and R&B. African. Disco. Oldies but goodies.
Hi, this is Janet Jackson.
We're bridging the gap. Seriously. Splash Radio 94.3 New Jersey.
Well, you don't know, Mr. G represent for 94.3 FM Splash Radio. We just splash out the music on them.
Welcome back. Sister Sinclair, would you mind just leading us in a quick prayer, please? We're about to get started on a real discussion here about what's really going on.
Yeah, Heavenly Father, we give thanks for today, and in the spirit of thanks, thank you for bringing us all together in one accord to deliver messages and share information that hopefully we'll be able to, I know we'll be able to affect and help one another today. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for Splash Radio. Thank you for Brother Eric. Thank you for Sister Sharon. Thank you for all of us that have come together. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Praise you, Lord. Thank you. Obi, I need you to tell me how much time we have. It is now 10:50 a.m. Obi, how much time do I have?
10 minutes before the commercial break.
I need to know what I need you to keep an eye on the broadcast clock, please.
Sure, definitely will. It's now 10:50.
Thank you.
And how much time we have?
20 minutes.
Okay. Brother Eric just threw us out there. I'm gonna get you, brother, out 3 o'clock after school. 3 o'clock. I'll see you.
Give me a second. I need you to stay here, Obi. I need you to stand and watch the broadcast clock for me. You give me the signals. it's my time to turn, right? It's my you. Okay, time to talk, right? But I'm not ready to speak yet. So just let us be here, if you don't mind. Just this is where we're at. You said I have 20 minutes.
Well, we got dead air time.
No, we're not. This isn't dead air. This is dead air because that air is dead, my friend. We cannot breathe. There's a lot of shallow breathing, right? Shallow breathers and the people that are sick. What happens when you have a pain in your body? You have pain. Your pressure goes up, your heart rate goes up. You're trying to manage the stress, right? Stress management. It's like your body goes through all these transitions and your body's decaying. It is breaking down, right? Breaking down, dysfunction, just lack of breakage in the systems, right? There's a disruption, there's just all these signals, right? So I need help diagnosing, just what I'm feeling stuff. I'm feeling it.
Are you talking about yourself?
I want you to ask the questions because I cannot articulate because I have to be extremely specific.
Yeah, I got you.
Detailed. And I cannot speak.
So you're right about the breathing because that'll allow oxygen to flow to the brain.
That's what you need.
And then when you stay in the spirit, your words will just flow. And you just ask God to give you the words to say and the manner to say them, to which we all need to hear. Okay, so that means you remove yourself. You're no longer in control. Spirit's in control. All right? So who do we have here today?
I want to welcome here, and I'm getting my notes if you don't mind.
Say your name, sir. Go ahead, say your name into the mic.
My name is Bill Waitman.
Mr. Waitman. How you doing, Mr. Waitman, today?
I'm doing pretty cool.
Well, you look very cheerful.
I always
You
am.
look very happy. I love the smile on your face. It's beautiful.
I need more teeth.
That's all right. We all need more teeth. Where are you from?
I will introduce this man. Please give me the honor of introducing this gentleman here. Mr. Bill Waitman is an educator, economist. I will say he's an elder educator, a griot in our community, right? He knows the history. He studied, he knows the money, what's the flow of things and systems, right? He's a kidney transplant survivor.
Oh, awesome.
His wife gave him his kidney. God paired him with his Ezer, the woman, his perfect match, to the point where it was her kidney that you saved his life.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Compatibility, right?
10 years.
And so his role in the community, I have him here as a political economist, former 24th Legislative District, 1993 congressional election candidate versus Congressman who?
Scott Garrett. Who just lost.
Garrett, right? Us losers, right? We're just losers, right? We lose out because, it is what it is, right? It's what's meant to be, right? Because we're not in control. It's not about us, right? His status right now is he's in preparation. He's preparing his dissertation to present his dissertation, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. He has 3 masters. What does ABD/PhD stand for?
Well, it's all but the dissertation.
All but dissertation. Okay, so maybe I can also say I have all but dissertation with a focus on political economics. He has taught in colleges in 3 states for a total of 15 years. 4 national research students involving students and workers with schools in Newark, represented by Weequahic and Eastside High School, right?
They were 2 of schools out of 18 counties in New Jersey. A 4-year study.
Okay. 2 statewide surveys for the state AFL-CIO. What does AFL-CIO stand for?
It's American Federation of Labor, Congress of Industrial Organizations. It's the state organization that regulates all the like the electricians union, the grocers union, and ShopRite or whatever.
Okay. And one survey of members of the NJBIA, the state's largest business organization. Tell me about this one, because I've never heard of NJBIA, and I'm in business.
It has 19,000 members. The last, these are small companies up to big corporations. And I was in government, I purchased my own statistical software to do those studies. And I wound up doing those surveys for free. I saved them a lot of money.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. And so, this is what he says about himself. Okay, because nobody really understands people like him. Right? Because, elders like him, we just love them and we just want to be with them. We just want to talk with them. They educate. They give.
How long have you known him?
How long have I known you? How did we connect?
We connected via this actually on Facebook. I did not know that you were tied to this station.
I was tied to this station. Okay, I'm connected. I'm gonna tell you how connected I am. I'm so connected. I have nobody but God. And all these heartstrings are they were in one point choking me. I was dying, just feeling everybody's pain, and it's just like, oh my God, Lord. I had to escape on vacation. I never go on vacation ever, and I finally went back home after 11 years of not going back and abandoning my family because I had to work because I am a recovering workaholic. My name is Sharon Salvador. I am a recovering workaholic. I labor not for man, I labor for the Lord. And so that's where we're at. And all this stuff in the world, we cannot allow it to enter this temple. And as we're working through the Spirit, we let the Lord renew our strength, our minds, our bodies. And so we have to do our part, through nutrition and just information sharing, right? This is how we build community. This is how we change the system, by creating our own system, just infusing it.
For sure.
Okay, atomic bombs, mass destruction of kindness, of love. And so, my friend, I will continue here, and I will continue here and say, my wife, this is what he sent me. I'm like, I need a bio. Where's your bio? Nobody knows how to write their own bio, because we have books. We have so much story. Where we at? You see, my production team left me. I don't know where I'm at on the clock. No. And because I get rushed. You know what I mean? I have 1 minute, and so in 1 minute, my wife gave me his kidney donor for him is a retired 30-year teacher in Newark, New Jersey, winning Governor's Award. The other awards for teaching kindergarten and math, all the way up to second grade, and English, Italian, Spanish, all these students, right? He was the industrial psychologist in government as an administrator of 3 counties in New Jersey of one-stop centers. She has assisted him in developing a Spanish aptitude test using companies like Goya and Hispanic students in a number of states, including Puerto Rico. My wife is Hispanic with family largely from Puerto Rico and family in the Dominican Republic. I was in a movie. Where we at? You tap me?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Let's go to a commercial break. I will stop here because this man is just awesome.
5 seconds. 4 seconds.
Alrighty.
The current time, Splash Radio 94.3. Reggae, dance hall, soca, hip hop and R&B, African,
in this next segment.
Disco. Oldies but goodies.
Hi, this is Janet Jackson.
We're bridging the gap. Seriously. Splash Radio 94.3 New Jersey.
I can stay for the next segment, and I will leave.
May 12th, the biggest tour Splash Jersey has ever seen. Lux Entertainment
brings to you New York meets New Jersey. Tourist State of Mind, Black and Gold Affair. The official birthday bash for Little Rihanna, DJ Temp, Hot Rod the God, and out of New York, DJ Rich Rated R. Friday, May 12, 2017, 48 Bradford Place, North New Jersey. Music powered by DJ Biggs, DJ Maul, DJ Chronic, DJ Rich, DJ Dark Kent, and straight from New York City, DJ Kev Rich and Prince Chills. Doors open at 10 p.m. There will be tight security. All you could drink and birthday packages are available. For more information, please log on to touriststateofmind.eventbrite.com. Again, that's touriststateofmind.eventbrite.com. May 12th, New York meets New Jersey. Tourist State of Mind, Black and Gold Affair. Be there.
You let them know you told me. I can't do the
You want to answer that, don't you? I bet it's killing you seeing that soft glow just inches away. Hey, someone wants to tell you something, or maybe ask you something. Ah, come on, answer it already. Just so we're clear, that wasn't my fault. Next time, ignore your inner thoughts. Don't text and drive. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Council and your friends here at Splash Radio.
These are the minutes from our conversation.
Larger blue one, Mr. Long. Shut it. Yo, the best station on the planet.
Everybody's doing their thing.
Flash Radio.
More resources today. Some more resource development.
Well, I know some Mr. J represent for 94.3 FM Splash Radio. We don't splash out the music on them.
Welcome back. So let's continue because this man is. We're connected, right? Nobody. We're not watching here. This is, Eric's gone. There's no cell phone. I can't. This is where we're at. People are trying to watch this show. Nobody's watching right now. But maybe there's some listeners. We've put out some stuff, right? It's all good. Mm-hmm. The spirit's moving.
Bill, you with us, Bill?
He's with us. Okay. So guess what? He was in the movie, Mathematically Alive.
That was the name of the movie? What year was that, Bill?
Oh, it's about 7 years ago. It's a story on the Mets.
Okay.
But he's a Yankee.
I know you look familiar.
No, I'm really a Met fan. I was going to play in the Met organization when I was younger. And I had done 7 episodes of a TV show called New Jersey Works.
I knew I saw you before. You saw that? I knew you looked familiar.
That was on New Jersey television. And the producer was a Met fan. And the first baseball player I ever met was Jackie Robinson.
Excellent.
And that was in, I'm going to tell you how old I am, pretty close, 1955 or 1956.
Okay.
And the second baseball player I met was Ralph Kiner, who was there that same day.
Do you remember where you met Jackie Robinson?
Ebbets Field.
Oh, okay.
My dad was a Met fan. He was a Dodger fan. He suffered with the Dodgers. When the Dodgers, when Robinson was coming up in 1947, he saw him play at Jersey City against the Jersey City Giants, his professional debut at Montreal, and he had hope because he was part Irish and part Welsh, and his mother was Irish, and she rooted for the then New York Baseball Giants.
Excellent.
And eventually they moved with the Dodgers to California.
Just this conversation, I see the light in your eyes. Just brought back some really good times for you.
I love doing that.
Yeah, I see
love
that.
doing New Jersey Works, and I always had an affinity for baseball and boxing. I've been involved in professional boxing in a way. I had a house fire, and it destroyed my house, and I had worked with a guy that was managed a boxer that was on the when Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston, and he was a Navy champion during World War II. But he always wanted me to fight.
Oh, okay. So you participated in the fighting part of it, or the management part of it?
When I had a house fire, we worked together on companies like Ford Motor. I closed 3 plants in New Jersey. We did quality circles at Ford, which was based on the Japanese style at the time of working together, workers and management. And at that plant, we developed a hitch for a truck. A worker came up with a design for the truck hitch, because they made the Mazda truck and the Ford truck, and it came out of those quality circles. I was supposed to take over for him in the Florio administration. I had that for one day. Politics entered one day.
You've been around, and you had some good experiences. Sounds like, Bill.
I had a fight when I had the house fire. I ran as a Democrat for office 4 times, and as an independent for Congress. And there was an old state senator in Sussex County, and I thought he was a mean-spirited guy because when I ran for Congress, I had somebody climb up a pole above the store and put my sign up.
Oh,
But he got a kick of it. But when we had the house fire, I was driving from Sussex County to Trenton and beyond. And he said, "You're not going to Trenton anymore." And he gave me magnificent power in that county. I was put on a board called Norwest Cap, which is 7 counties of a 7-county poverty program. I helped start a program called Author and Friends, which went to the White House under Obama. It was people with disabilities growing, managing, and selling product, agricultural product that was so exotic. Matter of fact, it's in restaurants in New York, and well, I don't think it's served in this White House, but it's been served in the White House. The vegetables and the fruits that were grown are like from Australia and other areas, but they were marketed. They were grown in greenhouses with people with disabilities, physical and mental. And that was like a big, I actually worked Farm Aid, which was in New York City, to get Willie Nelson and some of those people over there.
Look at you, just around the celebrities, the baseball players and the singers and the
I was telling
the congressmen and
I'm born on May 5th.
I'm born May 13th.
So you got a birthday coming up.
Taurus, right?
Yes,
Thursday?
we're both Taurus. My wife is a Taurus, so she's April 28th, a week before me.
New York.
New York. I met the president of Mexico, and that was a big thrill.
International, global impact, right?
Oh,
I really did, and he's been screaming at, he was Vicente Fox. He's on my Facebook page if you look. And I've met other world leaders. The Polish president, I was bad luck. After he saw me, he died in a plane crash. But I was a member of the foreign policy.
That was just his time.
It was sad. And a lot of others. My favorite was I met people from the Kennedy administration. With my influence in Sussex County, I got involved. We have such a drug problem up there, rural drugs, that I wound up as the drug advocate. I knew a lot of kids in the 80s, 90s, and up to 2000 that were involved in drugs, and I testified before the legislature for budget problems. We're in a mean district.
Yeah, let me just pull you in a little bit, Bill, and talk about I know Sharon had mentioned that we were talking about spiritual wellness and things like that and health. So what are you doing? She mentioned in the beginning that you had the kidney transplant and your wife donated it. Fabulous woman, and she just did what God intended for her to do. In terms of your health now, where are you going? Like, how do you take care of yourself? How are you managing?
Well, I haven't got... I was in the state of Florida because I broke my arm at my daughter's house. She has 2 mean dogs, and I never got back to my house. So I went to Florida. I bought a house. It's also in a drug-infested area. It's called Old Northport now. It got old like me. But I was, riding bicycles and doing treadmills, and I had a plan I still have it, seriously, to try to do the marathon. I got away from the weight. I ran track in college, cross country, and I would like to go back and do that. She is very spiritual. I mean, I ran in my last election. I ran for a small town. I ran for Freeholder County office, and I was trying to preserve a municipal town's water supply from a big company. I can say it on radio. Somebody tried to take us out.
Oh, wow.
Everything was fixed. There was a lady that I knew her. I'm a Democrat. I knew her father, who was Republican. She told me she was my EMT that day, and she couldn't get involved. But she had a vision right before that, and she said, "We're going to get hit by the car. Stop." And a truck came out about a couple of miles up, doing about Dodge. I was in a 2-seat little Pontiac Solstice, and if she hadn't yelled, we would have been dead.
Oh, wow.
So things like that. She prays for me all the time, for my soul.
Okay.
I'm Catholic, she's a Christian.
Okay, all right. So, in terms of peace and happiness, where do you find yourself?
Well, right now I have a lot of anger. I'm kind of mad at the guy that dumped me out of that job because he's running for another political job now.
Yeah.
And but I actually feel better.
Okay.
Spiritually.
Yeah.
I feel happy and more enjoyable. You know, I had a lot of anger.
Yeah.
When somebody does you.
I'm glad that you said you had.
I don't have as much.
Yeah, because anger
I like to beat
and
'em.
anger and peace don't go together. It's
No.
like oil and water; they don't mix.
You know what I describe myself?
Mix it though. They taste good together.
No, they
I
don't,
love it.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon,
I love
this
this
is
drink.
bitter. It gives a
Oil,
very
but you mean oil and vinegar,
Oil and vinegar.
not water.
I love
right,
it.
and I
It
said
gets like it turns fatty
anger and
solid.
peace is like oil and vinegar,
I'm
but like oil and water.
Like
Yeah,
like
right,
light and
right,
darkness
right,
can't
that's
be in the same place, but they both exist.
They both exist and are mutually dependent.
Mutually dependent. One cannot exist without the other. It's balanced, right? Magnetic forces, you can't see it, right? So, you know, who is Sharon Salvador today? I will introduce myself today. I am Sharon Salvador.
Thanks, Bill.
MBA. They call me Charito. That's why my Facebook name is Charito Salvador.
That's something to eat? No.
It's my grandmother's nickname for me. My grandmother's nickname is the diminutive of my name. My name is Sharon. 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 Rosa Sharon, right? That's where it came from. That's Jewish, right? My family is Christian. You know, Salvador means savior in Spanish.
That's right.
I am God's princess is what I believe, and he says yes. And he says, my princess, here you are, everything you prayed for. Here it is. Here it is. And he gives me that gift after 35 years of asking questions, Lord, why, what is going on, what is going on? And I'm like, what is happening? I'm just working here. What is happening? You know, all of this abuse, my own family, you know, my own brothers, my sisters, you know, calling me names, just name calling. And I'm like, why are you calling me names? Why you hurt my feelings? And then you make me cry, and then you want to kiss my eyes and wipe away my tears. Why? You know what I mean? You don't even, why you don't even let me be. Let me be me. And I'm giving Eric Pow Pow today. Today is Pow Pow. Every day we're going to give him Pow Pow because...
Wait, that's my pow.
Oh, Pow Pow, did you share?
Look.
What you want me to... Okay, a little spanking. Oh, Pow!
That was me. I thought you got that from me.
No. In Spanish, you know, when we want to, you know, admonish our kids. You want Titi Shana to give you Pow Pow? Because we don't want to hurt them. But we threaten them. We threaten. And so I even threaten my own pastors because I'm trying to get them to understand. You need to stop what you're doing, my pastor, my love. You know, I'm trying to protect and serve here. Please, watch out. This is what you need to watch out for. Please. Because he showed me. He maybe hasn't shown you for a reason. Maybe he brought me to your house for a reason. Do you know why Sharon Salvador walked through your doors looking for me, looking for God? I'm just on a scavenger hunt because I'm looking for God. But now I have peace. I found him. He's my daddy. I finally have my peace. Got all that negative stuff out of my system. But what's
following Bill?
Oh yeah, he's following.
You following?
I went through the same thing as you. I had a house fire. I had property stolen from me by my family. I became homeless, and it really was. I wound up. A man died. His brother died in Trenton. He gave me his clothes. When you reach that level, you know, you get knocked to your knees. There's only one place to do. That's the place
You're
to be.
You're in the right position to pray.
That's right.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be taken down in order to. Well, that's what God does. He uses us. He takes us down to build us up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're literally. Oh Lord,
time's up.
We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We wrap it up. We wrap it up. Oh yes, 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 yes.
Blast Radio 94.3. Reggae.
What's the next
Dance hall.
Soca. And have a party.
Hip hop and R&B. African.
disco.
So you guys are,
Oldies but good.
Hi, this is Janet Jackson.
We're bridging the gap. Seriously. Splash Radio 94.3 New Jersey.
Looking for trustworthy tax professionals? Give Impact Corp a call. We will assist you with all your tax needs. We are a team of CPAs and IRS enrolled agents. If you are audited, our audit protection team will represent you at no out-of-pocket costs. We provide 3 years audit protection and a year identity theft protection, so you can have peace of mind without fear of audit. Call our team of tax experts today, 973-395-4401.
May 12th, the biggest tourist bash Jersey has ever seen. Lux Entertainment brings to you New York meets New Jersey. Tourist State of Mind, Black and Gold Affair. The official birthday bash for Little Rihanna, DJ Ted, Hot Rod the God, and out of New York, DJ Rich Rated R. Friday, May 12, 2017, 48 Branford Place, North New Jersey. Music powered by DJ Biggs, DJ Maul, DJ Chronic, DJ Rich, DJ Dark Kent, and straight from New York City, DJ Kev Rich and Prince Chills. Doors open at 10 p.m. There will be tight security. All you can drink and birthday packages are available. For more information, please log on to touriststateofmind.eventbrite.com. Again, that's touriststateofmind.eventbrite.com. May 12th, New York meets New Jersey. Tourist State of Mind, Black and Gold Affair. Be there.
Are you looking for real Jamaican cooking? Look no further than the real, authentic, and bona fide spot in Newark, New Jersey. Star's Pressure Pot Restaurant. At 347 Sanford Avenue, serving the best curry goat, oxtail, steamed fish, jerk curried, fried, and brown stew chicken. Call today, 973-350-6657.
Don't waste your time.
There's always a special at Star's Pressure Pot Restaurant. Stew Beef Tuesdays, Stew Peas Wednesday, Cowfoot Thursdays, Seafood and Fish Fry Fridays, Saturdays it's Portland Jamaica Style Jerk. You name it. Star's Pressure Pot Restaurant is open every day, Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturdays till 10 p.m. And check out early Sundays, noon to midnight, with all your favorite games. There's a live broadcast every Sunday at Star's Pressure Pot Restaurant with all your favorite DJs. Catering and delivery, call today, 973-350-6657, or check them on the web at starspressurepotrestaurant.com. It's always a good day at Star's Pressure Pot Restaurant.
Eric Dawson. Mornings at 10 o'clock.
Hey, bro, you're doing a great job. Love listening to you.
On 94.3.
Splash Radio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Splash them up.
Large upload one, Mr. Lover. Sherri, yo, the best station on the planet.
Stand by.
Hey, welcome back to the Eric Dawson Radio Show. I'm Sherri Sinclair, and co-hosting with me today. Eric just threw us out into the fire, and he left us with Obi. Thank you, Obi. Wow. And we got Chef Jesse with us today. Yeah, and our topics today are allergies, because it's allergy season and people are starting them already.
Right.
Like
That's your topic.
They just went right in with the allergies. Well, I say our topic because I did some research to find out, like, people are running over the counter to CVS, Rite Aid, Walmart, everywhere, purchasing the Benadryl, the Sudafed, and you know, all the over-the-counter drugs. And the reality is, all you got to do is just go to your kitchen, You know, and grab some. That's why, you know, you're involved in this, and grab some things from your kitchen. Like, I did research, and it was saying that like, the first bad news is that experts report that allergy season has may be getting worse and longer. Like, I think allergy season lasts, what, 3 months maybe?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I know you feel it when it comes in, because I know even me, like, if the pollen start dropping real heavy, it jacks me up a little bit.
I mean, just recently, maybe a couple of days ago, I ran a couple of people sneezing. You know, when people are sneezing and coughing over you, you back up from them. You're like, what's that? Because you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And people are so sensitive to that. They're like, no, it's allergies. But can you believe that?
Right.
Because the symptoms are the same as just your regular cold.
Right.
You know, you're sneezing, you're coughing, running eyes, your face is swollen.
Right.
You know, for me, you know, with my research and the way the world is going, I believe, now this is just my belief, and if you can chime in, or if you want to share some information, you can call us at 973-457-8000 or Splash Radio Mobile at 213-493-0287 to chime in and share some of your thoughts.
Yes.
That you know, I don't know if you're familiar with the chemtrails, that they say that they spray chemicals in the air
Right.
when we're sleeping at night.
Mhm.
Because how is everybody getting allergies? Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Where are they
I
coming from?
never heard of that, but yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you know, but you know, like you said, everywhere you go, there's you know, germs and stuff that you can, you know, because you got to keep your hands cleaned and, you know, sanitized and things like that.
I feel a certain way about that, Chef Jesse, because germs, they took the word germs and made it 3D. Like, people are afraid of germs. When I was a kid, germs did not hurt you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to share with everybody today that I used to eat gum off the ground. I used to eat gum off the church pew.
Yeah.
You know,
under the
dust. When I found some gum, I scraped it and put it in my mouth. I don't care where it came from. And I'm still standing. So germs never hurt the way that they say.
Right.
And people cleaning their hands all the time with the bacterias and stuff like that. Actually, they're stripping their hands of the bacterias that are needed, because certain bacterias are needed on our hands. So, you know,
well, I mean, for it's like a common cold. You know, like I was in Walmart and, you know, line, and the guy's the register, he has a cold, he's sniffing in his hand, and he's, you know, just touching, you know, everybody's stuff. You know what I mean?
You do have to be conscientious, but you can't be crazy about it.
I mean, not crazy, but I'm saying there's some people that get crazy, but I'm just saying just how some, you know, like somebody can have a cold and boom, you got it. You know, and like my little grandbaby sneezed in my face, and I got her cold. Yeah, I got her cold before. It's like,
yeah,
you know.
It's just really strange the way that bacterias and viruses are being passed along. Like a few weeks ago, everybody in the nation had this strand of flu.
Yeah.
You know, and what happened was you go to the doctor and they're giving everybody the same medication.
Right.
And this little C-pack, or the pack that they gave, the 7-day pack, what, $200 for it.
Wow.
So it was very popular.
It's always about the money.
It's all about the money. So I believe that, you know, that we just need to stick to old-fashioned remedies.
Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Cures.
you know, because like what you're saying with food allergies, and if just allergies in general, yeah, food is a good part. Just like if your health, you know, just like my blood pressure was up, but now, you know, I drink a little apple cider vinegar. I do the ginger. You know, I do some beet juice. You know, get the inflammation down. And I guess you could do the same for the food allergy. You know, just eat some pineapples because they have a certain enzyme in pineapples and garlic, and things that can fight against your allergy, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing, that people today, we don't have the patience to wait.
Yeah.
These type of things, when you go holistic or good old-fashioned ways from the kitchen, they take time to get into your system.
Right.
They don't work overnight.
Right.
It will take, I guess, sometimes 21 days before you can reap the benefits. That's
Right.
why people run to the drugstore and you know, buying all this over-the-counter medications.
Yeah.
But what they don't realize is that these over-the-counter medications have side effects.
Yeah, no, they do.
It's the side effects that's going to get you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you may not be sneezing, but how's your kidney?
No, you're right. You're right.
You know, you may not be coughing, but have you moved the bowel lately?
Right. And you hear on commercial and they go, this is great, but then it has 35 side effects.
Different side
You'd
effects.
be like, oh my God.
And that's what I'm trying to share, and the information I'm trying to get out here today is that you really have to read people. You really have to, you know, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I believe in the old-fashioned values because there was times that, you know, during the summer when you got out of school, I spent at my grandmother's house. You mentioned your grandmother.
Right.
Every summer, we all stayed with grandma.
Oh,
And
yeah.
sometimes my grandmother would have up to 12 of us there.
Oh, yeah.
At her house.
Oh, yeah.
And none of us, here's my hand, I'm knocking on wood right now, none of us ever went to a doctor.
Right.
The whole summer.
Grandma shut it down.
The whole summer.
Put that big bottle of casserole in your mouth. Hated that. Oh my God.
liniment oil,
I thought that was the
Mercurocum,
worst. Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
cod liver oil.
Yeah. Oh, the cod liver oil wasn't that bad, but that castor oil. Woo.
These are the things that work.
I don't even know if it really helped your cold.
What the cod liver oil?
No, I'm saying the castor oil.
The castor oil.
I'm saying a castor oil, but I don't even. Did it really help your cold? I mean, it just was so disgusting, you know.
Yeah, and then if you didn't go to the bathroom, you didn't have a good bowel movement. That was sometime the topic of the day at our house, at Grandma's house, is did you move your bowels?
Right.
Because that was important, and it had to be a certain. I'm gonna get gross a little bit. Obi, it had to be a certain color too.
Right. Yeah. That the doctor tell you that today. You know.
You know, it had to be a certain.
I saw that on Dr. Oz. There's something's up with your color. You know.
And it had to float.
These are the signs.
Yeah, these are the signs
of the different colors of you. So.
Yeah, but allergies right now, like they're putting out, the world uses the fear factor, the media uses the fear factor, everything's set in fear. Like, I heard on the news the other day that exercise is no longer good for you. It is dangerous to your health, and right now they're promoting that as far as allergies. There's a new strand of allergies that's going around.
Right.
So the pollen count and the temperatures are very high, and it's they can put these things out, but they can never pre-warn you about them.
Right.
Like
no, you're right.
They wait until you're dead and gloomed or have nowhere to go, and it's like, well, this has been out here.
Right.
We can't fix it for you.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And if anybody's out there just tuning in, I'm co-hosting with Sherri today. We holding down for Eric Dawson. It's his birthday today, so we're loose in the booth, and we just talking about things and doing things. And this only one day, I guess we get it like that, so we might as well just cut up.
Yeah.
Sherri, can I sing my song? Last time I was at Eric, he let me sing my song.
Well,
my chef Jesse, because you was you were a comedian for all these years. You was a Showtime and big and doing all this, and so I know you had a great introduction. But my introduction, I want to be like, "Are you ready for Chef Jesse? Are you ready for Chef Jesse? I got chicken and waffles, biscuits and gravy on the new Chef Jesse show." And special guest Sherri. We cooking up food allergies today.
I'm not coming on your show.
Foods that won't make you get an allergy.
Will help you, or fight against
food allergies.
It's funny you mentioned chicken and waffles, biscuits in your song.
I make the best.
Can I share something with you?
Yes.
I don't eat chicken.
That's okay.
I stopped eating chicken.
That's all right.
April was a year.
Yeah.
You know how hard it was for a sister to stop eating chicken?
Oh, absolutely. You know how hard it is for a brother not to make good chicken? I mean, you can't be a brother.
Oh, your name is slandered.
You can't do it. My grandmother said, never mess up the chicken.
Oh, don't mess
you
with
mess up the chicken, you got a problem. Yeah. And so Southern food, I cooked French for a long time, just to give a little background, but Southern was my thing. But when I came up from the South, I grew up in Newark, but when my mom took us down South, and when you get used to eating good Southern food, when I got back up here, I was like, this is not Southern food. You know what I mean? People just doing a terrible interpretation of our culture food. So I vowed to, like, anytime I touch anything that's Southern, I'm going to make it at its best. I know a lot of black chefs don't like to be stapled as, or I cook more than just Southern food. But when it's my time to do my thing, I do Southern at its best.
So what do you consider Southern food? I had this conversation the other day with my mom. What is Southern food? Now, African American black folks, we consider certain things Southern food.
Right.
Name 5 Southern foods.
Well, a lot of, it's funny that your question. Some Southern foods wasn't even around when my grandmother, they became, like, some of it's just Americanized, like chicken, stuff, like certain things. So
when you say chicken, you mean fried chicken?
I mean fried chicken was like, really didn't start in the South. That's like American staple. You know what I mean? People were doing, chicken, frying it, but I don't think it originated, at least my grandmother told me, like, started in the South. You know what I mean? I mean they were cooking it, but I'm just saying it's American, dish,
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
so
one chicken.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, my grandmother, they didn't make mac and cheese till I got a little older. So, it was like, depends on what was in the area at the time that they was growing up. Now, my Aunt Vel was from the New Orleans area, so she brought a lot of seafood to North Carolina. My grandmother didn't know what she was cooking. She would bring snapper and you know, trout and cook it, and they were like, well, what is this? So I think whatever your southern and what you grew up on is yours. Like down south, my grandmother was a lot of pork. It was collard greens, you know, yams and cornbread. So I named that 4 right there for you. You know, you got to get the cornbread, you got to get the collard greens, and you know, and you know, any fresh vegetable that's down there.
Black-eyed peas.
Oh, the black-eyed peas, and you know the cow peas. You know, the little field peas.
Yeah.
Oh man, so I love that. And so it wasn't okra down where because we were from Snow Hill, North Carolina. So it wasn't okra at first, and then you know, then I guess now that the way the world is, you can get okra now. But like I said, it was like the field peas, and my grandma used to make a little something because she had her own little corn succotash, and there'd be corn and the field peas in there, and the little black-eyed peas. It was it's so good, you know. And you know, you had the hallmarks and chitlins down. You know, them things that was stinky in the sink.
I'm glad you mentioned hormones and chitlins because we're gonna stick on the subject of the allergies. And one of my part of my research that I did regarding allergies, and I found this out last night, and it actually was on Good Morning America this morning.
Okay.
It said, did you know that at least 70% of your immune system is located in your gut?
Yeah, wow.
In your gut. That's with all the bacteria and everything. Because you mentioned hormones and chitlins, so I just figured I'd go to the gut.
And your pancreas, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
And it says that's why consuming beneficial bacteria can play a big part in strengthening your immune system and fighting against allergies.
Right.
Yes,
wow.
A lot of people didn't know that. And when I was leaving the house this morning, I heard, you know, them doing the same topic this morning on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
So what I take note to is when I see people, women, men, and children that have that little, you know, that little, what do you call it? I don't want to say the little gut sticking over the pants. Yeah. Immediately.
I'm working. My girth coming down a little bit.
It look good.
I was out there, you know.
Yeah, I noticed right away in my mind, I'm saying, okay, that's the colon.
Right.
Because something is, you're not digesting properly.
Right, okay.
Something is, you know, just not coming out the way it should.
Yeah.
So we should take note to that and pay more attention to our gut.
Yeah, no, that's something. It's funny that you say that because well, it's not funny, but obviously great that you mentioned that because you know food is your life. You know, when you get older, you really have to watch your diet, and you can't eat everything, and it's very important that the way you eat right for your colon. You know, like I don't do the red meat as much, you know, like every now and then I may have a steak and just trying to just watch my weight. But food, at the end of the day, a few of my clients, I cooked for a few people that, you know, unfortunately had cancer. Some survived and some didn't. But when I went to cook for them, what I was doing, basically things that can fight anti-cancer, things that can fight your immune, to help your immune system. And so all was food. You know?
Did you know that sauerkraut is a good is good for your colon.
Oh yeah, because I guess because that fermentation, you know, you do ferment, and you know and kraut is good. And then once you see it prepared, though, you may not be able to stay in the room, but once it's done, you know, it's okay. Ooh, that's the worst. And it's cabbage. You ever smoke bad cabbage?
Yeah.
So you know, imagine that. But once it gets all fermented and turned a couple of times, then it'll be okay.
Yeah, and it's high in alkaline.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut and kombucha. I don't know if you're familiar with
Have you looked
kombucha?
up anything that Grey Goose? Now, can you still drink Grey Goose and go on the diet? Can you research that?
Alcohol has no benefits at all.
Yeah, you can drink whatever. You can drink whatever you can drink as much as you want while you're on the diet.
No, do you notice that that's the first thing they say to eliminate is the caffeine, and the second thing is alcohol.
And that's what I did. I haven't had coffee in 3 weeks.
I like coffee. I love coffee actually.
I wanted to. I said I wanted to stop for a while, so I did 3 weeks. I did good, and my donuts. I was doing Boston cream donuts, so I dug it. Me and Eric talked about that last time I was on. I haven't done the donuts in a long time.
That's good. Praise God.
I really don't miss it though.
Yeah,
Thank
praise
you.
God
Thank
for
you,
that.
God, for helping me.
Thank you. I'm going to bow to that because get rid of the donuts.
Yeah, get rid of the
donuts. That does do nothing for the colon, okay,
you know
brother?
I mean? Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about garlic. Do you know any benefits with garlic? Because that's the number one thing for allergy
You should roast it.
Okay.
And spread it on some nice crusty bread. Maybe if you're not doing bread, but I roast my garlic and I love it, and it's good for you.
Okay.
You know, it's good for you. It's good for you. Lower your blood pressure. It's good for your digestive system. Just garlic just rocks. You know,
do you know it's high in vitamin C?
Yeah, it's very high in vitamin C. Yeah. Also, you know, like I said, you can drink some garlic juice. You know, you can put that in you make a stew or something. So a lot of ways you can play around. You know.
Yeah, and you got to be careful today. Like everything else, they're promoting fake garlic. You know, they have this fake Chinese garlic that's that's in the industry, and you know, it's just you're not able to digest it. It doesn't cook the same or anything like like that. But garlic also, it contains something like an antihistamine.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's good for the allergies as well.
Right.
So,
Yep.
you know, I urge families to boil you some garlic, you
Yeah.
know, give a little cupful to your children, or,
Yeah.
you know, drink a little bit before you go to bed.
Yeah.
And then also, do you know anything about broccoli?
You know, well, when dealing with a few of my clients a while back when I was cooking for them and with the cancer, broccoli is a great, vegetable to eat. I mean, and that's a common vegetable that kids will eat.
Yeah.
You've noticed out of all vegetables, you give your kids some broccoli, they normally like that. A little garlic butter on there or olive oil and butter, it works.
Allergy time. Broccoli is number 2 for fighting. It has a two fighting allergy nutrients, vitamin C and folate.
Yes.
Did you know that?
You know what? I'm as a chef. Basically, what I do, I work with people like yourself. I work with dietitians, and I don't really get into too much of it unless I'm dealing with that client and that patient that needs my chef expertise for me to prepare something like that. But to answer your question, no.
Okay, because I'm just finding out these things too. That's why we're
great.
on the air
Every
sharing
time
it,
the guy
because
wake you up, it's a learning process. We're gonna learn till we get till we're dead and gone, and it's great, and it helps. As all the experience that I have, 30 years, I work with some great chefs. I'm still learning new things, and I'm not
Isn't that
afraid.
something?
I tell some young kids, there's some kids be like, I know. Like you can't know everything.
That's right.
And then if you don't know, you embrace it and absorb it more. And say, hey, I don't know, but I'll look into it. So that's how I open myself up and be free. I just learned, like, no, I didn't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people say, oh, how can you be a chef for all this long? You don't know everything. I know some chefs that stand up there and fake the funk and can't boil water.
Well, my motto is until the day that dirt blanket goes over your face, you're
Right.
going to be learning.
You're gonna
That's
learn.
what it's about.
And it's good to re-educate yourself. Everybody get a kind of a brush up crash course on relearning. You know.
So it says that broccoli contains about 80 milligrams of vitamin C per cup, and since daily intake of up to 1,000 milligrams is recommended for allergy sufferers, supplements can be helpful also.
Yeah.
So, include some broccoli into your diet.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
just for, because it's crunchy and it's, people just think it's healthy.
Yeah.
You don't really know that it's a allergy fighter as
Right.
well.
Yeah. I always encourage people that there's nothing wrong with try to implement some of that into your diet. You know what I mean? Just to help you along, not to just go straight cold turkey, but try to add something into your diet.
And then, do you know anything about tomatoes?
I love tomatoes. Now, tomatoes are, now here's a trivia question for you. Is it a vegetable or is it a fruit, tomatoes?
It's a fruit.
It's
Ooh la las.
it's actually a fruit.
It's supposed to be it was supposed to be a question. You lost the money.
That's okay. It's actually a fruit because it has the seeds.
I was going to give you $100 if Eric blew it.
And it says that, speaking about tomatoes also contain vitamin C, which are very good as a fighter for allergies this time of year. Studies examine that the merits of the Mediterranean diet have found that fewer allergy symptoms are seen in the area when you include tomatoes.
Yeah. Now, what about the pollen? Like, what can people do? Because pollen is brutal.
Well,
pollen swells up people's eyes, and what can they do to help?
Well, the bad news is, like I said in the beginning of the show, talking about allergies, is that the world, the government, the news, the media has put out that there's a new strand of pollen. Did you know that, Eric?
I did not, but I know that I'm suffering from allergies right now.
Oh, my goodness.
On my birthday.
On your birthday. Aw. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't bring any tomatoes, broccoli, or garlic for you.
I was thinking about making you some cornbread.
No,
but I didn't know if you were going to come back.
Well, they say it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with allergies, fighting your allergies.
I hate to do this live, but I should actually.
And you know what? I want
to.
I know a lot of people. They saw me disappear for about an hour.
Yeah.
Came back. I want to let people know. Had a little bit of an emergency. Had to take care of it. But it's life. I want to get back to this, and I'll talk maybe some of it tomorrow. I talked to parents about being engaged. Well, I had to leave because I got a call from my son's school, and I needed to go and meet with his teacher because there's some issues. So even in the midst of doing a live radio show, we have to figure out how to get that done. So I drove from here to Montclair High School, met with his geoscience teacher, and hopefully we can straighten some things out.
I tell you, Eric, do you want to share exactly what's going on? Because, I don't know if you heard Jimmy Kimmel the other night. He shared on national TV that the birth of his newborn son had to have open heart surgery within 3 hours of his birth.
Oh no, it wasn't anything physical. It was just trying to make sure that get him in order, get him in line, make sure that he gets the great education. Parents have to intervene, and when the kids are not doing what they're supposed to be doing in school, the school is supposed to communicate with the parent, and the parent is supposed to get involved. So the school communicated with me this morning, and I'm grateful that you guys were able to hold it down for me while I was gone, and I went to take care of it.
You just threw us into the fire, Eric.
Did you take care? Did you take care of everything? Are you comfortable with it?
Well, it's a work in progress, right? So the school's got to work together with parents, and you got to keep pushing.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to be 16 years old in September, May 15 and a half. So he's a man in many parts of the world. Right. He's already a man, and so as such, he wants to flex and and be a man, and but this is what I try to explain to him. And this is important to say too. And I want to get, because my nose is running from the allergies, so I want to talk about the allergy stuff. But this is equally important. So my son is a product of a relationship between me and my wife, my ex-wife, who is white. And so, but I try to still instill in my son that he is black. He is seen in this world as being black. Now, I don't know if you've seen pictures of him, but he's got blue eyes. He's got sandy blondish hair, and he's fair complected. But the world is still going to see him as black, and so he needs to move through this world recognizing how he's going to be viewed, and so those are parts of the things that I talked to him about, and the key to education, the key to removing yourself from being anchored to the very bottom of the socioeconomic ladder for black folk in particular is that you get an education, right? Because nobody can take that from you, right? So that's what I try to instill in him, and try to make sure that he was in great schools. He was in the Berkeley Heights school system. Now he's in the Montclair school system, and look, none of us are immune.
You want to hear something strange, Eric? Right. I too have two, and a third one on the way, of interracial grandchildren. And I was on the bus yesterday, and I saw two teenagers get on the bus, and they were interracial. I could see they were mixed. I could tell they were brother and sister. And as a grandmother and as a parent, I sat there and I watched how people looked at them, and was just how they kind of kept to themselves. I don't know why. I just felt a certain way. Like they had the the crinky hair, and the boy was pretty handsome, and I just felt like I looked, and I honestly said, "There are my grandchildren. There are my grandchildren," and I felt how people kind of just kind of stared at them a little bit. Maybe it was me. I
never got that. I never got that at all with the kids. Like I said, you go through trying to raise them. It's trying to raise them. It's them trying to be independent. We want this, so that's the part of the thing, that we want our children to be independent, right? We want to encourage them to be their own people, but at the same time, we want to parent them, and we want to guide them. We want to protect them. We want to keep them from suffering some of the same pitfalls that we suffered growing up. Part of what makes us us, and that help build character in us, is that our parents allowed us to be independent to some extent, and we made decisions, and we made mistakes, and we learned from them, and knock on wood, we'll try to get there. But talk to me about how to deal with this running nose.
Okay, let's. You like apple cider vinegar? The chef mentioned this earlier. That's like the hottest thing right about now for the cure.
Drink it?
Drink it. No, okay. Yeah. Well, here we go.
Can I drink it in between my Guinness?
No. I had the Grey Goose first, so.
Oh, you had the Grey Goose. Oh, yo.
Do you drink the Guinness?
Oh, I can drink Guinness straight, but going to a restaurant, the guy made a black and blue for me one day. Ooh. It was it's Guinness and Blue Moon.
Yep.
So during this time of year with your allergy flare,
That's what I had yesterday.
You might want to abstain from the Guinnesses and things like that because they contain the yeast and the barley and things that may activate the allergies because it's all in what you put in.
I don't like you no more, Sherri.
That's what I'm saying, man. I come in here and I'm being told I can't drink my Guinness. I just bought a 6-pack.
I think our last conversation about food, we were talking about steaks, and you were mad with me.
Before, I'm glad that you told us about your son, but I was saying, and I hate to say this live, you may not need me as a food segment because when you post your food, you get more likes than I get on my page. So you can do your food segment.
What do I say, Brother Eric? What do I say?
She prays for my colon, man.
I do.
Because everybody be like, this looks good.
I want you guys to understand that. She actually prays for my colon.
I do. I'll post and I'll say, I pray for that colon.
Now, have you had your colon biopsy checked?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so then you're good.
I'm good.
No polyps, nothing? Nothing hanging on?
Nothing hanging on, nothing leaking out. Nothing. I mean, we having straight conversations.
He has an airless fryer, but actually he's not doing the cooking. Your fiance.
You know what? The last time I did not clearly state the amount of cooking that she does. I caught it when I got home. So yeah, she does.
You ain't been adding her to this luscious food you've been posting.
No, I just been posting the food, but yeah, I'm not trying to
I'm still waiting for
perpetrate.
cobbler too. You didn't make that.
I haven't made
just
the
to remind you. No, just.
I think last week you posted the steak. It must have been about 4 inches thick. I was like, oh, in the name, help his colon out.
Yeah, no, but I do my salads and stuff too. I just don't. I think that maybe I'll start posting more salads, but I do salads. I eat my roughage.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to do that.
And I eat a healthy amount of fiber.
Now all you need to do is eat broccoli. We just researched. Just broccoli is good
for just in general, or to deal with this allergy.
Good for your allergies. Good for your anti-cancer vegetables. All this helps to fight what you need to just be healthy.
Okay, Brother Eric, for the apple cider vinegar, what I need you to do is to mix teaspoon of organic apple cider vinegar into a glass of water, include the mother, and I want you to drink it 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And be consistent with it during this time.
I only do one because I'm doing other stuff like ginger and I'm drinking beet juice.
3 times a day?
3 times a day.
Ooh.
Apple cider vinegar.
It cuts the inflammation down and it
does.
It just makes your blood flow a little better.
The Bragg's apple cider vinegar is very beneficial. It has a lot of benefits to it. High blood pressure. Does a lot. And allergy time, because I don't want you on the air sniffling and.
Well, you see, I'm sniffling. It's crazy, But I'll do the apple cider vinegar, and I'll let you know. Yeah. I'll let all you guys know how it works. What I do is the well, not the Zyrtec because that's too expensive. Well, I get the Walmart or the Walgreens version of the Zyrtec.
We were just talking about all this over-the-counter stuff that's
I shouldn't be doing that.
Which it'll work. Yeah, you won't be sniffling, but how's your kidney?
Well,
how's your liver? They have these side effects. All these over-the-counter drugs. Benadryl, Zyrtec, Sudafed, all these things that they're promoting, but they read the side effects. Do your research because you're taking this. No, you're not coughing, but darn, I'm sure I'm bleeding from my rectum.
No. Were you on the show the other? I had somebody. We were doing Health and Wellness Wednesdays, and I was telling them that I can't remember what the medication was, but it talked about like maybe. If you had like a pain in your foot, right, it resolved that. But one of the side effects was greasy anal discharge. And I'm like,
how do you know it's greasy?
Yo, dude, no, that's what on the commercial. So I'm saying to myself, well, maybe I'll just deal with the foot injury.
Another good thing for your sniffles, Brother Eric, is a saline rinse or a neti pot.
Yes.
Very good to drain. Just hold. You can hold one nostril closed and take some water with a little salt water and rinse your nostril out. That's you use sea salt is very good for that as well. I'm all holistic. It's about being holistic. But come on, back off from those over-the-counter things.
But it's really bad right now because of the wind blowing the pollen off the trees. You see it caked all over the cars and everything. Folks are sniffling and sneezing.
Yeah, I too use a little peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is good for your sinuses. Essential oils, it will, rub a little peppermint oil across your forehead and on your temples, the back of your neck.
Can I ask you, Sister Sherri, to make sure that after the show, we post some of the links to some of the stuff that you found, as well as some of the remedies, answer some of the questions that people might have about holistic treatment of of this stuff.
Sure. We'll do. No, where you going? No, siéntate. We're here till 12.
My wife to beat me up.
No. I'm back. Listen. He held it down. He held it down.
She beat me up, No.
Well, listen, we're not trying to break up a happy home.
When we out in the street, we get home yesterday, whatever. So.
Yeah, we're not trying to break up a happy home, brother. I appreciate you, man. I hope they got something out of your session in terms of what they're gonna do. I'm gonna have to listen to it later, and because we're gonna buy a grill. Yeah, and we're going back and forth between a propane or a charcoal grill. Okay. And I always say that the charcoal, there's nothing like the flavor, man.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like the flavor of a charcoal grill.
Oh yeah.
And then some people get the the liquid charcoal. No, not the same.
No. Oh wow.
Not
liquid charcoal.
No. Yeah, it's not the same.
Wow.
No. Yeah, I want to get a charcoal grill, and I also want to get a smoker.
Yeah,
a smoker
I do cherry
for those steaks.
Cherry pecan and apple wood.
Oh, cherry pecan and apple wood.
So we talked before, later as you go forward.
That sounds gourmet, chef.
If they want to advertise on your show, they can bring us some samples.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
bring us some barbecue.
That's absolutely right. So we're gonna kick it off, and then we're gonna take some pictures and put them up. Let you see how we do it over the summertime.
Thanks for letting us host.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you being in here, man. So listen, and I appreciate the audience for the disruption of the show from what we normally do, and me being here. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. But this is community radio.
And it's your birthday.
And it's yes, it is my birthday.
It's such a blessing to see another year. People just don't understand or realize that every day above ground is a blessing. We take advantage of that. We think we have tomorrow, but tomorrow's not. We think we have the next minute. Actually,
what I intend to do when I leave here is I'm going to see my 94-year-old grandmother.
Oh,
yes, I'm
that is so sweet.
And I'm gonna try to call. This is a bittersweet birthday for me.
Mm-hmm.
My one of my favorite aunts. I was born on her day, so today is her birthday as well. My aunt Ruth, who lives in Wappingers Falls, New York. Dementia has befallen her, and it's if you've ever had somebody. So we're talking health and wellness, right? So you ever know somebody who's suffer from dementia, you start to lose them while they're still here. You really, their whole personality, everything just begins to go. The same thing happened to my grandmother, my dad's mom, and and it broke my heart. One day, I went to see her, and we were setting up a Christmas tree. It was many years ago. Let's see, my oldest daughter's going to be 27, right? And so Olivia was 2, maybe a year and a half or 2. So that's 25 years ago. And we had gone in to set up a Christmas tree, and my dad asked me to come help set it up. And as I was setting it up, I heard my grandmother yell to my dad, "Who's that man in the living room?" It was me. My grandmother did not recognize me. And so I know what's happening with my aunt because I saw it happen with my grandmother.
How old is your aunt?
Oh, my aunt I think she's 82.
Okay. So on that note, I would recommend niacin. Niacin is a mineral it helps to build the memory. Mm-hmm. The memory cells. The doctors are not going to tell you niacin.
People talk about marijuana too. Now we laugh and joke about it, but people talk about for dementia, for Alzheimer's,
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's, they say marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana. I'm for that because marijuana is an herb. It's from the ground. It's not chemically made. It's not something that mad scientists has put together in a science lab to affect you in a negative way. So niacin and magnesium is good for dementia because I'm just going to say it. There's a family member right now in my family that we recommend niacin to,
right?
Because we see maybe some symptoms of dementia, and my grandmother passed with dementia as well. It's kind of painful because they don't remember who you are, and you're standing right there.
They're gone. They're there, but they're gone.
Yeah.
And
so maybe we should all start taking niacin and magnesium as a prevention.
And smoking weed. What? Huh?
The only way I would smoke marijuana today, to be honest, Eric, is if I grew it myself, old-fashioned way with the seeds.
Well, we got to wait. Look, I'm not promoting anything illegal. So we'll wait until whoever the governor is that comes in, who replaces Christie and legalizes marijuana. And then we can make the suggestion that preventative measures to Alzheimer's and to dementia might be an occasional toke on a
bone.
Yeah, well, is that what you call it, a bone?
Well, didn't they back in the day call it a bone?
I guess maybe they did. I call it a well, some people call it a doobie. You know, you call it a spliff. A joint, right?
You
call it a blunt.
A blunt, right. Yeah, well, what they have out there now in this synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, you got to be real careful.
Whoa.
For all of you people who do smoke and all that kind of stuff, you got to be careful. People are
freaking
giving you
out,
all kind of stuff.
turning into zombies.
Was it K-12? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it is. Yeah. But I certainly think that marijuana for medicinal purposes right now here in New Jersey, yeah. Anywhere else you can, like in Oregon or California, it's recreational. Vermont is recreational, but here,
medicinal.
Yeah, you need a card.
Yeah. Well, actually, cannibal.
What does it do to
cannibalism?
Cannibal?
Cannibal.
Cannibal. No, cannabis.
Cannabis. They're using to treat cancer patients.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But the doctors are not going to give you a prescription for that, or they're not going to recommend that. They're going to recommend chemo, stuff that they know that's going to kill you, not cure you. The health industry
but that's a problem, though, right? And we recognize that the chemotherapy does more harm to
your cells,
to your cells and everything. You wind up with a whole bunch of other issues. So. I don't know. I wonder how marijuana does with allergies.
That's not on my list.
We're gonna look that up.
Will.
We're gonna post it because I'm gonna tell you if even if it's illegal, right? If people are suffering from allergies, but we can find that cannabis does relieve you, I think that everybody who has an allergy should get a card.
Well, anybody out there that's a smoker and has allergies and the effects of them, let us know.
Yeah, 973-457-8000. We've only got a couple more minutes left. Sherri, it's good to have you back in the studio. I was telling the listeners, we have to figure out, and you and I will sit and talk with the other guys who are doing our shows now and try to figure it out. But Health and Wellness Wednesdays is important. But prior to you coming to the studio, I was talking about immediate events that occurred yesterday in our community, and I think that we have to try to create the balance to make sure that we're talking about the current stuff, and then we'll figure out how to flow in Health and Wellness Wednesdays. I would also like for the listeners to offer suggestions. If you think that the Health and Wellness Wednesdays is of value, you get something out of it, there's some things that we need to talk about, please inbox us or put it right in the post so that we can do that. We want to create the show, not for us, right? We want to create a show that you guys see value in.
Because I do have a plethora of information I want to share.
Plethora?
Yeah.
Are we going to do SAT words too? I mean, I'm just saying.
I do have
like,
a lot
some people say a lot of information, and she got plethora.
That took it to the next level of information that I want to share.
You know what?
And
Informing,
keep us
engaging, and empowering the community. Now y'all know that word if you didn't know it before.
Keep us informed, really. Because we get off track, and that's what it is. The world gets us off track when we as black people, and just people, period, we know better.
Right.
I'm convinced we know better.
Well, you know what? I think we do. I think we sometimes just get distracted with what's going on, and we don't do better. We know better, but we don't do better. You know, and we don't prioritize. And that's what we don't do.
When we was kids, if we didn't do better, what did we get? A whooping, right? Some of y'all need to be whooped.
Ooh.
Some of y'all need a whooping.
You know what? That's for next Wednesday's show to talk about spanking. And the discussion around whether or not spanking promotes some people say that it promotes violence and other kinds of things in kids. But we'll have that discussion. That's a good segue to a new topic.
I'm still standing, and I used to get whooped.
All right, so we're gonna do the research on that, and we're gonna talk about whoopings.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, whoopings on Wednesday. Oh. Now, and then we gotta ask the question, right? Is that mental health and wellness or physical health and wellness? But anyway, for now, this is Eric
and Sherri Sinclair,
and we're out.
All right, have a good day.
This has been the Eric Dawson Radio Show.
It's not just about Eric's opinion. It's about understanding what's really going on.
Tune in Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock
May I be
a.m.
the first to say
Splash Radio,
It's 12 o'clock.
94.3. Reggae. Dance Hall. So